So, I want to get more projects done, and I need to get more things done with the Outback. I want to have more toys, like more cutting, more slicing, more printing, more. Yeah, I know. I said it, printing. So I need to get more stuff done, right? I need more space. Now, I have created more space. I've got more space in the front here. I've got more space on the shelves here, but I need more space, and I think I've come up with an option. Maybe. But it's gonna take some fandangling, but we can try, right? So, where is the storage space that I could maybe utilize? The storage space I could maybe utilize is under my tables, maybe. So, my plan, I'll show you. My plan. So, under here, I have railings. These are my tubs. They're great, right? They're fantastic. But they take up too much space. I've got way too many tubs. Like out the back here, I've actually got a fair amount of space from opening it up. So I've got tubs down here, which is fine, that's okay. It's here for now, and it's out of the way, which is good. Here is another big problem. I've got a lot of tubs. The thing is, I've got a lot of terrain. So, also, we're not actually using all the time, so maybe I can like sort that out as well. But what I'm thinking about doing, I've got these racks here, fantastic, and over in the back corner, fantastic. I've got my little hobby station, fantastic for doing the painting and everything like that. Got my little computer set up. That's where I've got all my main business area is here, but this is all I got. So, in the back, let's put this here, eh? What I'm gonna do, hey, so over here, looking at doing maybe 3D printer, laser cutter, what's the foam one? Hot wire cutter as well over here. So hot wire cutter, 3D printer, I'm mostly leaning towards the FDM stuff. So terrain and things. And then over here, we do maybe laser cutting. I have been thinking about laser cutting and doing some extra stuff around some of my projects, but the FDM printer is more going to be for terrain and stuff. So if I want to do some cool chimneys, or I don't know, you can print anything, right? So I'm just like, well, if I make some cool stuff, then over here is going to be more of a creation area, and I can save all the space. Now, here is sort of where I'm talking about. So, I've got a mid-beam here for my tables, right? And this is why it's really good and stable, it's fantastic. The only thing is, I need to use this bar now to put my tubs under here. And I think this is a really good option, right? So, and I'll take this out, and I think maybe I put one across here, because on the sides here, no one's going to be hitting that or touching it. It's not through the middle yet. So if I go on the side here, because I need somewhere for the beam to sit on, like for the baseboard to sit on, for all the tubs to sit on. So I'm thinking across here. So I've got on the both the same side, and then on this here, going through the middle, instead of having one, we go then to the areas of the tubs themselves. So we go one across here and one across here. So then I've got two. So they brace in the platform, the thingy. So, and that way, yeah. I'll try and do a sketch for you. Maybe that's gonna be easier. Let's cross to a sketch right now. First measurement, so I'm going to measure here to here, and then that way, just the length of the, well, more the width actually, it's the width. If I go like this, get it as level as I can, because my eye is amazing, and we go to the end here. So it's pretty much to 1200, it's 1200, so of course, because I made 1200 foot tables, didn't I? Far out with you. You idiot. You absolute idiot. Cool. The other area I'm now going to measure, I think it's going to have to be, it's the inside bar, but it's going to be slightly off. But that's okay, because like I can just chop it here. I'm going to chop it here anyway. Alright, so I'm thinking if I just measure this inside lane, so we're at 1630. I'm thinking if we just go like, we're gonna have two of these on either side. So I'm gonna break it down. Break it down now. Let's go to maybe let's go 1600 flat. I can cut a little bit off. Let's go 1600 middle beams. So I need two of these. I need two going wham, wham. So 1600. Let's see if I can get through this. Cool. 1600. Now, the other one is to measure the width for the, that's our structure done. So we've got down here twice, and then that's our frame, essentially, nice and easy. Like it's not gonna be a hard one. And then also, now I've got to do is measure for the baseboard, you know, like the MDF board to go on top of here. So maybe, let's just leave us a little bit of gap. Oh, no, we don't want gap. No, we do want gap. We do want gap, Richard. We want gap. So it's 1620. 1620 viewers. Like, if you can remember that, please. 1620. 1620. Now, to measure the other area, right? All I've got to do is measure the length of the actual tub. Because I think if we go lengthways, I can get like 4 underneath each table instead of 3 or 2. I reckon we get 2 only if we, I reckon I'll only get 2 if I go a long way. So let's go the short way, have them stacked up like that, and then that way I get 4. So, 490. No. So, just had a thought before I go pick all this stuff up. The middle board for the MDF is going to be too long. Like, just in the car. What I think I'll do, let's cut the MDF board in half. Yeah. 810 times. I think we're cooking. I think we're looking good. So now I just have to go pick it up. Yep, let's go pick it up. Make sure this will work, eh? This will work. So, we'll come to the next step. Now, what I've got here, I've actually got my cuts of wood. So, it's pretty good when you go to Bunnings and get your wood. Like, you know, you go to the cut shop, get it all cut to what size you need. It's fantastic. So, I've got my side beams. So they'll be going down the sides like so, like 1, 2. Then, I've got these suckers that, once the others are attached on, what I'm gonna do is, there'll be 2 cross beams. We'll do 2 cross beams and then a board on top, and then that should give us plenty of strength just to hold tubs. It's pretty silly, isn't it? It's just to hold tubs, but it is, it's what we need, it's what we got to do. So let's tidy these up. I just like giving them a bit of a tidy on the ends here, and get all the spiky bits off, and then we'll go from there. Let's dig into it. Right, now, we're here. So, I just use this. You can grab just anything just to level it out. So I'll just grab the tub. So makes it nice and easy. So let's check the level. It's pretty off. It's not good. It's not good. It's not good. So what I'm thinking we do, I think we just drill it. I think it still will be okay. I don't think my sides are even, and that's what's going on. Like, it looks fine, but it's not level. But I think that might be because our ground here is not level. The actual concrete, this concrete here is not level. So that's going to lead to all sorts of problems. But the thing is here, with this here, the both ends are flush. So the table's right, but the floor's not. So the floor's going to make the level go up like that. So I'm pretty sure that's what's happened. That's the conclusion I'm going to come to, and I'm going to leave it at that. So there we go. Let's just drill some holes. Alright, so we've set them in place. Far more sturdier. So the one in between was just going from the middle beam to the middle beam, so we had one beam going through here. This, so much better, so much stronger. So far more stability for us, and with two beams going through the middle soon, with the rack on top, it's going to make it very durable. So now that we've done this, I now need to measure up how much I need to cut the links a little bit more of, and then go from there. So I'll cut the link. So look at this. This is a thing of beauty. So it's all fitted nicely in here. The table's really solid. So now what we have to do is just put a flat top on top. And that way it'll store everything. And it should only strictly be 4 tubs. But if I do put something else on here, it won't fall through the wayside here. But also, you know, inserting a tub here with a big massive gap won't work. I was gonna cut these to size and put them like on the edge, like on the inside edge, so it is flush. But the way I cut them, they're actually perfect length of what we need here. So I just stuck it on top. Yes, we lose about that much size space for like the top, but that said, it's nothing really. It's not going to worry us at all. So now we just have to saw away at doing a top for here, and then we're pretty much done for the construction side, and then before I have to paint it. So yeah, looking good. So we'll get underway. The test product is coming through really well, so let's give this a crack. Right, we are here. Look at this. This is awesome. So now we're set up. So I've had to make it with 2 pieces here because I'm just using leftover boards that I've got, and I think that's just going to be the way to go. Save me a bit of money and a bit of moolah. So that's pretty cool. So it didn't take too long, I think, to do them all up. So I have to get the rest of them done. Actually, it did take a while. So I might do one a day and just see how we go. Just churn them out, cut the boards up. So around the edges of these as well, I also got the other side of a craft knife and just like rubbed it along the edges, so we've got nice smooth edges. So that means if anyone's putting things away or whatever, they're not going to get cut, and I've really got to think about that. So no one's getting cut or anything by these corners or edges, which is fantastic. Underneath though, I did use the proper screws. The little screws are a little bitch. So as I was screwing them in, they would break all the time. So black timber screws from Bunnings, I think I'll just never get them ever again. But so I went back to my other normal screws. They're a bit long, but they worked perfect. So I'll get my angle grinder and I'll cut out underneath each of them once I'm done, I think, so makes it easier. Or I just go to Bunnings and just get some that are less likely to go all the way through, which is probably what I'm going to do. So I'm going to need more timber anyway, so that's pretty cool. So the next time I go to Bunnings, I'll get all the other tables, frames, I'll get everything I need, and then I can just do one a day and just get them smashed out. So boom, 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 through this week they'll all be done. But now, storage. Let's put one in. Boom, and that means we can now get 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll get 4 of these in, up above the ground. We've still got maybe a foot underneath here, so that's perfect for people's knees, etc. for getting under here, and actually works really well. So I think the storage solution, was the original goal of this, is going to be bang on and perfect. So I think I've done okay. So let's keep going. I'll get the rest of these done, and then we'll see a final review, and I'll do a run down the middle of all of them. So let's have a crack. See you soon. Right, now we're up to the next step. So I installed them, which is pretty damn cool. So I now need to coat them. So we'll have a little look through now and see what they're like, but pretty stoked with how they've come up. So they've made this tables accidentally really strong, which is great, right? So instead of having one board go through the middle, we've now got 2 with also a sort of stabilizing platform. So let's look at how they look now. So this is going to be cool. So we go down here. Now here, start here. So these are with the actual ones with how they're going to work. So I can get 4 comfortably in here with tubs. I'm going to replace them all with these clear tubs, because that way I can see what table of terrain is in each one, which is cool. So now it's installed, heaps of room for vacuuming underneath as well, but now all the way down the line, and that's all the way down the rest of them. So we've got 4 of them. So this is how I'll create my tables in the future if I decide to design any more and keep going forward too. So we've got that. Then we go here. Now I didn't have a board to go all the way across, so I recycled some of my old tabletops that I was using before, and now we've got a section here and we got this here. So I've also grinded the sides. So anyone putting any tables away, no cut, no nothing. Ah, damn. Nah, joking. Yeah. So along here this is all nice now. So the corners of MDF are very, very sharp. So to blunt this off, no one's going to be hurting themselves putting the stuff away, which is fantastic. So down here, and then we've got the other 2 here. So all the way down. So they've actually turned out really well. So I'm going to coat them with, I need to get it tinted a little bit darker in my current pot, but let's try and get to this color on the frame, and then I'm going to paint the top of them, these ones here, the actual base, I'll paint it black like I've got my lining here on the edge of the table. So let's go for this, I think, and turned out really well, really, really well. So I'm so happy, I'm so excited. So now I can look at coating it, finishing it off, and then we can see the final product. So how about that? It'll be really fun. I've almost fall over then, so that was good. And all the way down here, this one pissed me off a little bit. So it's got a little bit of a corner here, so I have to maybe smooth that out, make myself a little bit happier about that, how that one turned out, but that's fine. But down here, again, all the edges are smooth, you're not cutting yourself, nothing like that. I've rounded it all out so they're not sharp, so feeling good, and it'll go all the way down the store. So 4 tables, now done and installed, and I can actually start using them now, so which is pretty damn cool. So now, next up, so let's get them all done and coated, and then that way they'll at least look like the rest of my tables, and from there I should be able to actually put them all in the right colours. And that way they'll just blend in, I think, perfectly. And that way all the tables will look exactly the same. So we'll just see how we go. Yeah, on to the next step. Let's go to coating. Right, now, I need to coat the rest of these. So the frame is going to be like the wood. So we're going to have this nice wood texture for the frame. And then the tabletop on top will be black, like we've got. Just to tie in with the rest of our table so it'll look the same. And now it's the pop quiz for all those at home. Why do we stir instead of shaking? If you've been watching this far, actually, put it in the comments. That's the first time I've done something like that, so put it in the comments. Why do we stir and not shake oil? Decking oil, essentially. You know, timber oil. Why do we stir and not shake? Okay, we've come to the end of this challenge. I like them. I think they've actually done pretty well, and I didn't understand how slow it was going to be when I decided to paint the rims with a little tiny brush. I did what Richard does, and I took forever, but it looks good. I got some black markings where I didn't want to get black markings, but to rub it off, I've got to take off all the varnish, I've got to restart, so that's alright. There are only a little couple of nicks. I'm happy. For the most part, it looks lovely. So, it's been a journey, been really cool. When I make heaps of tables in the future, or go for that, what I'm going to do is probably, the boys, shut up. So what I'm going to do, Taj. So what I'm going to do with the tables is I'm going to leave them as is, but when I do more in the future, what I'm going to do for a big mega one is have every table in its bundle, coat it all, then put it together. Yeah, then put it together. And that way it's so much easier to do everything. It'll be way faster as well, so that's fine. Make a big production line and go from there when I come back to these in the future. So I've got all the measurements in my phone, I've got all the measurements of things everywhere. If I ever decide to do it later, we've got it. So now let's go see the final product. Yeah. And that's our final product. So, bit of a different video, but I'm going to start doing more of this sort of stuff. So, just showing you how I'm crafting the store, where we're doing it bit by bit and making it more of a thing bit by bit as we grow, and people can keep up with the journey of Throw the Dice. And yeah, appreciate you for stopping by. We're just about to get our online store kicking off, so if you want to support us, jump on there, and yeah, if you need any hobby supplies, things like that, it goes so far. So thank you so much for everyone that wants to jump on and support us. But yeah, in the meantime, keep hobbying. We'll see you soon, and have a fantastic day. So catch you later.